Fluent Japanese speakers are not smarter than you. They're just learning in a different way. So if you feel like you've been studying Japanese grammar your whole life, but you're still not confident enough with it, you can stop learning grammar right now. Okay, because in this video, for the very first time, I'm going to share with you a framework that most of my Fluent clients have been using. Okay, if you think this is going to help you, please keep watching. Let's dive right into it. So before we start, my name is Sean Nairn, and we help foreigners in Japan build their careers here without going to a language school. Okay, because language schools are very expensive. Anyways, in this video, I want to talk about three things. First, what you're doing wrong currently. Okay, and two, how to learn 10 times faster. Three, the path to fluency. Okay, let's start with the first one, what you're doing wrong right now. So I want to make one thing very clear. You're probably studying the hard way. Okay, and what does that mean? I think this comes from my personal experience teaching more than 100 people how to learn Japanese, and this is including the successful, fluent people and the not really successful people. Most people, when I talk to them at first in our consultations, they're studying the hard way for whatever reason. I don't know why. Okay, there's a more efficient way to study, but the typical way that people take, the path that people take is first, very typical, learn the vocabulary first. All right, so input first and then use it in sentence, output later. Very typical. You're like, but you're still like, I've been doing this for the past 3 years, but it hasn't been working. I'm not fluent yet. This framework looks good, but I say no, it does not look good to me. Okay. So in this video, the purpose for this video is to make, it easier for you to learn. Okay. So I'm going to give you a new framework that I love. Okay. What if I said that? What if I said that there's a legitimate way to learn 10 times faster than your current speed? And guys, it's for free. I'm going to say it again. There's a real way to learn Japanese 10 times faster for free. Okay. And let's go to the next slide. This is going to kind of be my gift for you today. Okay, so if you like it so far, please continue watching. All right, that means no more spending time searching for new words, guys. I get it. Like whenever I talk to my students or clients, most people say that the biggest time that they waste, like they're wasting a lot of time searching for new words. Okay, so getting that new vocabulary or grammar, getting that information takes so much time, and it just sucks. So the purpose for this video is to actually eliminate that time and make it as short as possible, so you can actually learn more and not be so stressed out. All right, so let's eliminate that time. So first, there's two parts. The first one is learn the patterns. Okay. Remember back in our other slide, the first thing you're doing now is probably memorizing vocabulary, which sucks. So don't do that. And now you can learn the patterns. What do I mean by this? Right? We've got tabemasu and tabetai desu. It's like two new Japanese words. All right. So the first one means to eat. The second one means to want to eat. So now we've got a pattern here. Whenever you say tai desu at the end, it means desire. You're going like, interesting. I just said it's a pattern and you can actually use it with other words. Interesting, right? So like what we're doing here is we're learning the patterns. Okay, this is pattern one. All right. And with this new pattern one, what can we do? We have it. You can use other verbs, like you can use it with other 100 other words. You can even say 1,000 other words, right? So we got Titus, same pattern. We got different vocabulary. Okay. Nomitai desu. I want to drink. Subaritai desu. I want to sit. Hashiritai desu. I want to run. And undo shitai desu. I want to exercise. So again, just to recap, we're learning the pattern tai desu and then the vocabulary later. Okay, we're using it with other words. And I don't want to end here. So how do we actually, what do we do from here? Now we have a sentence, but how do we make it into a bigger, now we have a phrase, but how do we make it into a bigger sentence? What I like to do with my clients is think about when, where, and why. So going back, we've got all these new words or phrases, right? Nomitai desu, soritai desu. But how do you make it a sentence? You can think about when, where, and why, kind of the surroundings, right? For example, 今日疲れたから寝たいです, which means I'm a little bit, I want to lay down because I'm a little tired today. Okay, so 今日 is when, 疲れたから is why, and then nitaidesu is kind of the action. Sorry guys, the color is different here, but there's when, why, and the action. You can also add where, like, you know, doko de, like betto de, like in your bed or whatever, on your couch or whatever, right? But the idea is when you want to go from having having a phrase to a sentence, you just think about the surrounding situation. Like, when is it going to take place? Where is it going to take place? Why are you doing that? And now you got a full sentence. All right, guys, I'm just going to remind you again, this is a framework that most of my successful clients use. You know, the people who are like pretty much fluent at this point, they're using this in our you know, in my coaching program, and they're very successful with this, using this framework. So guys, if you haven't done this yet, please do it. Again, guys, number one, learn the patterns. Number two, use it with other, you know, bunch of other words. All right, and if you want to expand to sentences, you can make sentences like this. Okay, anyways, guys, I hope this video helped you. If it did, please give it a like. And guys, this was Sean Naren reporting from the Nagoya region. I hope you all have a good rest of the week. All right, guys. Anyways, goodbye.